Hi everyone, welcome to Get Kinked, the podcast for KinkEd Atlanta, kinky education in Atlanta. I'm Madam Jess, your host, and tonight's episode is all about our special edition August newsletter that just went out this past Monday. So this will be your video version of the August news special edition. Hey everyone, I'm Madam Jess, and tonight I am in Atlanta Bed and Bondage. I am here for the Impact of Bondage class. I got here a little bit early because, as many of you already know, we had so much news to share with you for the month of August that I actually just released a special edition newsletter to everyone. Just because there was too much to put in the first newsletter, and we have just had an avalanche of good news with our venues coming back online and people who want to collaborate with us and work with us. So we have a lot of good news to share. There's still a lot more coming. But, you know, in my excitement in the last newsletter, I made a mistake, and kind of a big one from my point of view. I forgot our most important class. And I kind of had a moment with myself, like, how could I possibly forget this class? Because it is one that is very near and dear to me. And that is our first aid and CPR certification course. You know, of all the classes we teach, it's kind of like, you know, the one. So I have to admit, I felt pretty stupid when I realized the day after I released the last video that I forgot to tell you about this one. So as many of you know, twice a year we do a first aid and CPR certification, and we are extremely fortunate that our educator for that, the person who comes and teaches that course for us, is a kink-friendly health professional. It's my friend Patrick, and he is very knowledgeable. He is a firefighter, he is an EMT, he is a SWAT medic, he is, you know, an ex-Marine. Like, he knows his shit. And he comes in for us twice a year with no judgment, and will answer all of our weird, off-the-wall, kink and fetish-related questions when it comes to health and safety. So we are incredibly fortunate that he is willing to come share his knowledge in such an open and giving way. So our next first aid and CPR certification is going to be on August 23rd. It's a Sunday. It's coming up in about 2 weeks. And you do have to register in advance for that. It usually sells out, limited capacity. It is a real certification. So this is a real certification course with a professional educator, which means you have to be on time. It means you have to actually register. You don't have to register with your real name, but it is a real certification. And this certification is going to come through the American Heart Association. So even if you're not a kinky person and you want to come get CPR certified, this is the same course in terms of what information you will receive, what training you will receive as any other legitimate CPR certification. So just what makes our class a little bit different is that it is open to professionals. It is, in fact, professionals encouraged, and it is very open to conversation that specifically pertains to us in the kink lifestyle and in our world. So August 23rd, it is a 4-hour class. Yes, it's a very long class. Don't worry, I feed you. I'll give you some snacks. You'll make it, I promise. And you actually do the whole on the dummy thing. I mean, it's the full CPR certification. And we also do AED training, so you'll get that in class as well. But the only way really to register for that is to email me directly and register, because it is such a small capacity class, because it's very hands-on and you are going to get some critical information. And what I always tell everyone, you know, why am I so on this? Well, the facts are, and we talk about this in class, but the facts are that the person most likely to need your assistance, the person most likely to have an emergency, is going to be someone close to you. It's going to be someone in your family. It's going to be someone you work with. It's going to be a lover or a friend, you know, and when shit hits the fan, when a real emergency comes up, I don't know about you, but personally, I want to know what to do. I don't want to freeze and panic because I don't know what to do. I don't want to sit there helplessly watching someone suffer. I want to know what action I can take for the best possible outcome. And that is what this class does. So again, take the kink out of it, take the fetish out of it, and just think about the people in your life that you love and care about and their best chance of survival in the event of a cardiac incident is going to be your CPR knowledge. You know, it's I get a little emotional here because it's very close to home. And, you know, I could cut this pause here maybe and continue, but again, this is my passion showing. This is like my true colors showing. And I think that we owe it to ourselves, if we're going to practice kink and BDSM, to be risk aware and to take as many safety precautions as we possibly can, right? And so understanding the human body, understanding the health risks, understanding what to do when something goes wrong. It's because we talk about risk management all the time, right? And it's not, we talk about it. It's not a matter of if something goes wrong, it's a matter of when something goes wrong. In our lives, it doesn't even have to be kink specific. Sooner or later, just by numbers, you're going to find yourself in a position one day, and hopefully not, right? Like, I don't want to put this out on anybody, but when it happens and it's your best friend or your partner, your spouse, your mom or your dad, you know, when something happens, you should know what to do. And I feel like it's a community obligation. It's an obligation as a good human to at least have the basic knowledge and the basic skill set to know when to call 911, to know how to talk to first responders, to know what to do when there's an emergency. And that's what we're trying to do for you guys. And we're trying to do it in a kink-friendly, kink-positive, gender-positive, you know, whatever your questions are, health and medical, I can promise you Patrick is not gonna bat an eye. I throw weird questions at him all the time. And he's a really awesome person to honestly and truthfully, he's gonna tell you the truth. So August 23rd, you can find a link for it on the KinkEd Atlanta website. It's kinkedatlanta.com. Or you can just email kinkedatlanta@proton.me. That is the direct way. You have to register. I'll send you an invoice. Again, this is a real certification. It's going to come through the American Heart Association. So be prepared for me to ask you for your name and where you want that certification sent, so that you can be a legitimate certified CPR, first aid, AED certified person. And we definitely need more of you. So for those of you who are signed up already or who are intending to sign up, I thank you. Thank you for taking this proactive step to be a better community member. It's so important. So thank you for that. Okay. It was a lot of emotion for me, truly. So to move on from there, if you got the newsletter and if you've already looked at it, then you probably noticed that there is a third fetish content festival. And if you know me and had anything to do with the last content festival, you probably had a moment when you saw that announcement. I know my phone blew up. And those of you who are close to me, who are personal to me, all wanted to know, Jess, what are you doing? Because I swore I wasn't going to do it again. And I have to tell you, I'm still not doing it again, okay? It's all a facade. No, what has happened is that we made such a good impression on our host venue at Atlanta Utility Works. And again, you'll remember that it was a crazy last minute venue change and we had to jump through hoops and all kinds of stuff went kind of sideways, but we pulled it off. And, this is the benefit of being good to work with. This is the benefit of being a professional. We made such a good impression on our host venue that they really want us back. They want us back to party with them and play with them and work with them. We've got the support. The support was really the turning point for me. Not only was the venue willing to work with us, not just willing, like insisted that we come work with them again, but also our winners from this past year, Studio Freaky, this Mistress Stelina Obscura and Sean Saber, they are like the bee's knees true professionals when it comes to content, and they want in. They want to help. They want this event to succeed. And I've had so many follow-ups from professional content creators and from artists and other people in the community twisting my arm and begging me to do it again. And I finally kind of caved a little bit, and I'm like, okay, if you guys take it over, you can have it. So we're having the 2027 Fetish Content Festival has officially been announced. Clip submissions are open, and we have a brand new, beautiful website. It's still, we're still tweaking it, but the foundation is solid. The foundation is there, and that beautiful website is fetconfest.com. So fetconfest.com. If you go to the old website, Fetish Content Festival, it will redirect you to the new website. I hope that you'll all check it out, because Stelina and Sean from Studio Freaky have really done a beautiful job with it. And I'm excited to be working with them. Like, they are really great folks. And so with the support of the venue, the support of Studio Freaky, the support of Mistress Nixon, with the support of the Atlanta Dungeon Sisterhood and my work wife, Mistress Ultraviolet, I was like, you know what? They're doing the work. They're doing the work. I made the recipe and I gave it to them, and they're doing the work. But we're excited to have it again, and it's only going to get better. It really, truly is only going to get better. If you went last year, you saw how we incorporated the live performance, and we had the on-set photo shoots, and we had classes. This has turned into a whole giant adventure. We've got a whole committee of really awesome people who are already on board to work for this. So all right, you know what? We're doing it again. We're doing it again. And it's not me. So all of you that text me and asked me, like, did I read this right? Yeah, you read it right. It's not all me this time. I've got help. So fetconfest.com, clip submissions are now open. Save the date for April 17th, 2027 at Atlanta Utility Works. We'll start having flyers and more promo going out for that soon. And if you're interested in this event, if you're interested in learning more about it, learning more about the mission, if you want to submit clips, you want to submit art, you want to come perform, you want to be a vendor, if you want to teach a class, if you want to volunteer, all of those things are open right now. So we are having another series of free Zoom calls, so interest meetings, virtual interest meetings, and the first one is going to be on August 18th. And I put that up on Forbidden Tickets. If you heard the last podcast, my last little newsreel that I did, we have moved our tickets over to Forbidden Tickets. So if you go to Forbidden Tickets and look for KinkEd Atlanta, you can find the FCF 27 interest meeting is coming up. It'll be on Zoom on April 18th. And that will be a really good way to learn more about the festival. And if you're interested in participating, sponsoring, submitting clips, whatever it is, that will be a really good chance to pop on and chat with us. So I will be leading that meeting. Yeah, I'm still doing a few things, but I'll be leading that meeting, and we'll hope to see you on that Zoom call soon. So that's really the gist of it. We had a couple of addendums. The final one. So, the beauty of collaboration, the beauty of networking, the beauty of growing your circle is that people want to work with you. When you're good to work with, people want to work with you. So unfortunately, as many of you know, we had a big hiccup with Metropolitan Studios closed, and they have sold the building to new owners. The new owners have opened a brand new business that is now the Village Studios. And again, we I'm awesome. I'm awesome to work with. So they reached out and they want us to come back there as well. So surprise! It was a surprise to me too. Trust me, because I thought Metro was gone, like gone, gone. And I mean, it is now. It's the Village Studios. It's no longer Metro. We got to get that straight in our brain. It's the Village Studios. But that venue is accessible to us again. And if you follow along with me, you know that finding kink-friendly venues, places that are welcoming and that accept us, that can be extraordinarily difficult. And they not only welcome and accept us, they reached out and want us. They want us to be there. What a good feeling it is to be wanted, you know? So yeah, we'll start hosting events with them again in September. I have more information coming up about that. But we have some film screenings coming up. We have once a month classes are coming back on Saturday afternoons. And Femdom Friday is coming back as well, starting in October. So I've got a lot of information that will come further down the line to tell you about the events at the Village Studios. So, I mean, how cool is that? We work with the Village Studios. We work with Atlanta Utility Works. And of course, we have our new partners over at Atlanta Creative Arts in the Creator Space. That we had our first official class there, and it was great. It was packed. It was one of the bigger classes that we've had, and we met a lot of new people, made a lot of new connections with that class. It was a great advocacy moment. So, you know, I mean, these are all good things. They are good things. And because we have so many good things, I have to hire somebody. I can't do this all by myself, you guys. So if you got the most recent newsletter, you will have seen that there was an employment opportunity listed in that newsletter. The employment application is up on the website, kinkedatlanta.com. You can find it under applications. And I've already had quite a few of you apply. So that's also very flattering. You want to come work with me. People want to work with me. That's awesome. I hope I can live up to these expectations. So yeah, all good news and more coming. And once again, I am in Atlanta Bed and Bondage, and in about half an hour, people are going to start showing up for class. We've got the impact of bondage tonight. It's one of my favorite classes to teach. And yeah, I can't wait to see you all very soon. So keep in touch, keep following along, sign up for that newsletter if you're not already. You can like and subscribe on whatever platform you're seeing this on, probably YouTube. You might be listening to it on Spotify. And follow us on all the socials at KinkEd Atlanta. Can't wait to see you at something soon. All right, take care, guys. Good night.